Hi everybody, it's Joe again, and this week we have the very last card painting of 2015. So I wanted to do something particularly special for you guys, and particularly seeing as I broke the 500 sub number fairly recently and have only just been able to get more videos going again, I wanted to do something completely different and something that will really treat you guys to something you haven't seen before. So this time we're doing Dragonpit and Dragonpulse Magician, which were recently released in the Master of Pendulum structure deck. And I wanted to paint these two cards as one picture. Now, I've done this a fair few times in the past, but not really with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I've done it with a lot of Magic cards, and I think I did a video quite a while ago now of the 5 basic lands done into a panoramic picture, but I thought I would develop that into the Yu-Gi-Oh sense. Now, these two cards are pretty popular already. They're making waves on the competitive scene. And I thought that they look like they kind of belong as one picture. So I thought that with them being opposing pendulum monsters and the scales being one on the other, that if they were, I just sit there and imagine them being on the field at the same time and looking like they're meant to be one picture. And thought it'd be really cool to actually prove that and show it to the rest of you guys. The colour scheme for Dragonpit and Dragonpulse Magician is pretty simplistic. There's a lot of starlit backgrounds in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's quite a common theme. If you look at a lot of pictures, Stardust Dragon comes to mind and all of its various iterations, which makes sense given the name Stardust. But yeah, all you need to do really for this kind of thing is to go with a navy blue to black background, something along those lines at least. Obviously stick with your colour matching because it is the most important thing. But the navy blue background and the Aurora style greens and things like that that are in the mid-ground between the character and the background also contrast very well with the blues. You can also see how the lights shining from the Dragonpit Magician staff don't really blend into the picture. So even though I said that they do look like they belong as one picture, there were some improvisations that had to be made, such as the lights that came off the staff and maybe the auroras going in the other way. I haven't actually played with the Pendulum Magician deck yet, nor have I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh very much of late, because I have found myself quite disillusioned with playing card games recently. Not because I don't enjoy them, because I do, it's just that finding the time to travel to tournaments and sort of go to all these different events and play decks and play tests for days and days and days before going, it's quite testing to try and find the time to do that recently. And I've apologised already in my video, which is my end of year update, which I'll leave a link to now. But, you know, I had a lot of personal reasons to why I haven't been posting videos lately, and trying to find time to deck test within that time has not been easy. And then I've had a lot of bad experiences with a lot of card players where I look there and I think that people are trying way too hard to brag and prove about what they have and what they've accomplished and what this and that and the other. And as somebody who has a pretty vast collection of Yu-Gi-Oh! I can probably build any deck in the game at this point. Who cares? I certainly don't. You know, it's something that I do because I want to do it. It's not because I'm sitting there trying to go, oh, my stuff's better than yours, or anything like that. And I think that that mentality has come to the foreground way too heavily in these card games nowadays. But hopefully, come 2016, I'll travel around a bit again. I'll travel around again a bit more, and I'll meet people that prove me wrong. And I'm really looking forward to that, because I'd really like to believe that, you know, these bad experiences are just that. I mean, not just the players have disillusioned me, but the actual decks themselves. I find that a lot of them are quite one-track minded. Like Cosmo I've tried, and it's Farm Girl hits and you win. Side Frames I've tried, and I did enjoy Side Frames, but they're kind of getting old now and it's time to move on. The Pendulum Magician deck, or the Pendulum deck that's coming up, the Pepe deck, just looks like it's solitaire, to be honest. Like, there's no interaction with the player, there's nothing to look forward to, it's just, if I get my play off, I win. And I don't like that style of play. So, I mean, if you guys can think of something that's new and interesting to play that you don't mind perhaps sharing with me, then, you know, feel free to leave a comment or send me a message or anything like that. You know, send me a message on Facebook if you want to. Joseph, the Facebook page is there. I like playing decks that aren't necessarily meta, but can contend with the meta. I don't want to sit there and play Red Eyes deck or anything like that, but nor do I particularly want to play Pepe. So somewhere in the middle there would probably do me quite well. So thanks for that in advance if you do. I'll leave you with these paintings now, and if you like what you've seen here, or if you want to watch any of my other painting videos, you can check out the Joseph channel and perhaps subscribe to that. And there's plenty where that came from. You can have a look at all the different ones I've done. There's Denko Sekka, Dark Arm Dragon, MST tutorials, there's all sorts of things you can do with that. And not only that, but there's other things that I've been doing as well, including my gaming vlog, which is named Games for Tea, which is turning gradually into a kind of a chat show kind of thing. So if you enjoy that, then feel free to check that out. And I also have my end of year update and, you know, general videos as to what's going on with me. So yeah, thanks for checking out this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Happy New Year, everybody!